Well, I want to tell you that here in Northeast Ohio, there's an increase in fire danger. This is due to the dry, windy conditions that we've been seeing in our area. And if you've been on the highways, you most likely noticed there are signs that are warning Northeast Ohioans about this risk. Neil Fischer has been covering this. So, Neil, we know firefighters responded to a brush fire this morning. What more do we know?
Hey, good evening, Christy. Firefighters from several agencies in Lake County responded to a brush fire in Painesville. It started around 5 o'clock this morning. Right now, it's not clear what sparked the fire, but those that were there at the scene tell us it could have been much worse with how some of the wind-driven fires take off.
Frequently, it just takes a spark from a train wheel, hot exhaust or something like that. Even just, yard equipment and mufflers and things like that can set these things off. So it doesn't take much, very low ignition temperatures, and then it's just a plentiful fuel source.
It was just a few days ago that the Chardon Fire Department told residents that there's a burn ban in place and residents could be cited by law enforcement if they start a fire. Coming up on 3 News at 6, we'll discuss why fires like these are so difficult to put out and how residents can prepare for times when fire danger is a higher risk. Christy?
Good to know. Neil, thank you so much. Now, for more on the wind and really the question of why this is happening, Matt Wintz, what can you tell us?
Well, I'll tell you, it's very similar, Christy, to the setup that they have out west all the time. It has 2 components to it. It's the wind, which we have. It's been gusty at times. We've seen gusts over 20, and times we're mainly 5 to 15 in terms of the wind speed right now. But the most important thing that causes things like this to happen is a very, very low relative humidity. Relative humidities tell you how full the glass is compared to how much moisture the atmosphere can hold. When you get numbers this low in the 20s combined with dew points, which measure how humid it feels, that are in the 40s right now, we've got bottom line very, very dry air in place. There's just not a lot of moisture out there. Those 2 things combined mean if you have a spark or anything and you have dry ground, which we've had, it can certainly spread quickly. In terms of the red flag warnings, though, ODOT had the signs out, but there's nowhere here in Northeast Ohio that has the red flag warning. They've been down to the south all day long. This is where the real fire danger is. We still have it locally, and the main reason for that, not just the low relative humidity, but the fact it's just been so dry. Even that last front that went by, we didn't get a lot of rain from it. The drought monitor has moderate drought across the western half of the state. A lot of us under what's considered dry, which means we're anywhere from about 1 to 4 inches below average. We could use the rainfall, and we don't have it. This is a very brief window. By tonight, the fire danger should be over, and tomorrow we're talking just a little bit of a fire danger as we bring in a little bit more moisture. But coming up in the forecast, guys, boy, are we going to get some heavy rain on top of this. We'll time that out for you. A lot of it coming from the remnants of Nicole. We'll time that out coming up. Christy?
That is something. All right. Hey, Matt, thank you so much. We're going to obviously check back with him in just a little bit.